What is up, guys? This is Joe Slayson, KX Rider, back here, and I'm gonna give you some tips and basically instruction on what to do when you get a brand new dirt bike. So for Christmas this year, 2015, I got a kx250f. And there's a couple things that you should really do when you get a new bike, and there's a couple things you should do right after you get a new bike. One of the biggest things is the heat cycles. That's the first thing you should do. So your heat cycles on all 4 strokes should be ride it for 15 minutes, no more than basically 1/8 throttle. So what I go off of is this little line to that little line. Those 2 lines are full throttle, as you can see. See, they line up. So no more than 1/8 throttle. Do that once, then shut it off and wait till it's cold. You tell it's cold by you touch here on the radiator, and you touch the cylinder head right there. Right, that metal piece. Then you let it get cold. It could take up to an hour to 2 hours actually to get fully cold, not just cold, no warm. Do that again, wait till it gets cold. Then do another on your 3rd one. After start it up, then go take it out, but go through the gears. Only shift to 3rd though. That's where I got to today. I only shifted to 3rd. So once you do that, you should let it get cold again. Let it get cold again. Then you ride it going to 1 to 3rd, but you go half throttle. So on these little lines, half throttle. Then you shut it off and let it get cold. So there's 5 total. And then you ride 3/4 throttle, so wherever that is on there, then you will, so 3/4 throttle, then you let it get cold all the way, change the oil video, probably once I'm done all the heat cycles. You'll change the oil and the oil filter, and then it's good to go. Now there's a couple things that these cowies actually have a really big deal. I said in my last video, the chain, the sprockets, this piece, that metal piece, this thing, and the chain guide thing right there, and the chain, they all wear really quick on these cowies, because if I stand back here, see there's like a angle where right here the chain is riding on there, so they wear through really quickly. So one of the biggest things to get is basically this guide thing. Get a TM Designs one. They don't wear, they have a year warranty. That would be the best one to get. Then next you want to do the suspension. I mean, they come with decent suspension, but you should really go get it revalved and get springs put into your weight. I mean, yeah, if you look at Cowie's Pro Riders, they're only 140, 130 pounds, so they're gonna spring their suspension to that. So if you're like 180 or 200 like me, something like that, then you're gonna need a lot stiffer suspension. Now some people say they sit on it and it's real stiff. Well, yeah, because a brand new bike has really stiff suspension. But once you break it in after maybe 1 to 3 rides, it'll be like sitting on a pillow. It'll just bounce and it'll be bottoming out, and you can actually break your suspension. That's how your seals go. That's how a lot of stuff happens. So you want to get your suspension redone. Like I said, these tires. Now, it depends where you're located. California, where the pros ride, these tires are pretty good tires. It's front and rear. These are very hard packed tires. Out here in East, we have sand or topsoil or mud. So these are the worst tires for out here. So I gotta get new ones already. I already wore these a little bit. Took all the knobs off anyway. Another thing that really brings up these bikes, I can't remember. I'll put it in the description once I find out. Either it's 1 tooth more on the rear and 1 tooth less up there, or vice versa. 1 tooth more up here on the sprocket and 1 tooth less back here on the sprocket adds, speed and torque. Like, just it'll make a big difference. Another thing that a lot of guys seem to do is take the stock plastics off for when you want to like sell it and stuff. That's a big one that people do. You got your basic stuff, wheels, a pipe. They all make a big difference. I'm not going to do any of that stuff right away, but I probably will do that at some point. Because it's cool. Another big thing, if you're racing, actually, a hole shot device goes on the front of the fork. There's a clamp here, a little button there, and you push down. I never really thought they made a big difference until I actually did a comparison difference, and they do make a big difference on these 250s and the 450s. I haven't ridden a 450. There's little things to do. I would get a stiffer spring, and get it revalved. Factory connection, KYB. Those are the big ones. Those are factory connection. If you look at the motto, the best suspension, period. It's pretty out there. They probably have some pretty cool things. If I were you, I would get a garage, not like mine, but, oh yeah, and a power washer. If you're starting out, power washer is a big deal. Really good investment. Keep your bike nice and clean. Oh yeah, bars. Definitely. I'm 6'4", and these bars are really low for me. So you really want to see, are these the right bars for you? If you look, these are really, really low bars. But they're, again, Kawasaki's riders are shorter guys. So that's what you would expect from Kawasaki to do. If their riders are short, that's pretty assumable, I guess. That's what you would think. That's what I would think. Yeah, that's some of the main things to do. But it's got a good, strong engine, so there's not really much to do in the engine department of the bike. Got good, strong engines. They have pretty good handling. There's not really, I remember on my Yamaha, there was a lot of stuff that you really should have did before you started really riding. Excuse me. There's a lot of stuff you really should do before you ride it. So this bike doesn't really have that from all the videos I've seen. One thing I would really check out is a loudmouth kit. If you don't know what that is, it's basically here. You know what? I'll just show you. A loudmouth kit is basically, well, if you don't know, this is more of a beginner tip. Everyone should probably know this. How to get to your air filter, which you should check a lot. You basically pop this bolt. Dang it. Pop this bolt off, which really you pop this bolt off, and the bolt on the other side off. Pop this bolt off. And these will be added to the list of 2016 kx250f videos, because I was actually on YouTube. I wanted information on my own bike. This is obviously my bike, and I wanted more information on it. And YouTube, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean to the people that have, but no one's really put any videos on how to do much on there. I mean, there's this one kid, he did an oil change and air filter. That was helpful to me. The oil one was. I know how to do the oil, just not really the oil filter. Never really had a 4-stroke. Well, I did, but not long enough where I really worried that much about it. I'm sorry, guys. I just want to basically give a really good description. Just gonna this is like horrible. If you guys have any tips or tricks on YouTube, like videos, I'm kind of new to it. I did gaming videos for a while. I still do them here and there. But gaming videos are easy. You buy the recorder thing and plug a microphone into your computer and you're done. You never really had to do any like camera work and stuff. Like, I don't have an editing thing or any of that. I probably should and might get one. You know, if you have any like video suggestions that I should do, please comment. I'm glad to have your comments. And I'm not just saying that, I'm actually being new to this. I really like the Kickstarter design on the kx250. I don't know why. It's just, I like the way it is. Alright guys, so finally we got somewhere. Nice Kawasaki seat. Very cool. Put that right there. So basically, it's a system that goes instead of this big ass air filter. So it goes in there, and then you just have this air filter that you clip on and off. I didn't even, wow, I didn't even know about that. Did you guys? You clip on and off, and it's really a lot easier. So this bolt isn't there anymore. You drop it in, then there's a clamp right here. I think it's more like here, but it's right here. And you take a screwdriver and you just screw it, and then the air filter's on there. But you have to have the loudmouth kit for it to do that. So then you will, so then you do that. And then it also comes with like this red cover that you just put over the hole, because it comes out some, and you put it over the hole so you can wash out your airbox with no problem. So it's really, actually, in my opinion, a real helpful tool. Also run super in these bikes. I think the dealers put regular in them. At least my dealer did. Like, what? No, you run super or race fuel. Even like regular, that's like, what the hell do they think this is? A fucking lawnmower? Like, really? Like, retarded. Anyway, I'm not saying bad about my dealership. I love my dealership. I think they're a great company. I just think, like, regular. Oh my god. Like, that's bad. Okay. I really think this, like, I don't even know what this is. The power bomb thing. I think that's cool. So yeah, guys, that's some of the things that you should do when you get your bike. Also, adjust your handlebars with the little adjustment settings. under there if you're gonna keep them. Yeah, that's some of the things you should do with your new bike once you get it. Thanks for watching, guys, and comment, rate, subscribe, and talk to you guys later.